Hey guys, Crypto Junior here with another video. In today's video, we will dive deeper into market trends. What is an uptrend? What is a downtrend? And how you can spot these trends. And what is the best strategy to trade in an uptrend, and what is the best strategy to trade in a downtrend? We will dive deeper in all these aspects. So let's go to the first image that I want to show to you. It's this. Here we can see an uptrend, and in an uptrend the price is making higher highs, setting higher lows. We can see it here by an impulse of going upwards. We have a correction. From that moment, we have another impulse to the upside. We have a correction and again an impulse. And now we see that the price is breaking below the trend line. This red line is a trend line. And when it breaks below, most of the time it means of a reversal. But it doesn't have to be a reversal. Sometimes it breaks out and then we're going back into the trend line. But what we see here is we break out. We setting a higher high, but from here we broke below the last low. That's what we have here. We broke below it, and from that moment we most of the time see a reversal. When we get back to the Bitcoin chart, if you look at the 1 minute chart, you see a lot of price action. It's not clear. If you want and to spot a trend, you want to do this on a high time frame. So you want to do this on the daily, on the 3 days, or on the weekly. So we will choose for the 3 days. Let's see how the last bull run goes in an uptrend. We can see here is, let's get this trend line. From this moment here, we can see exactly as the image, right? Cool, right? Before everything, I also didn't know this. But when you're into this market and you're trading for several years, you understand such kind of things. And what we can see here is a trend line. We see Bitcoin price is making higher highs, setting a low here. We again making a higher high. We have a pullback. We touch again this trend line. We making a higher high all the way up to here. From that moment, we have a pullback. And then we broke out, we making a lower low because this was our previous low. Trying again to break above this, but it didn't work out, and then we fall down. And most of the time, this is a confirmation that the trend is in a reversal. We were in a bull market at the moment, and we saw that the Bitcoin price was climbing again. We making another high, but it was almost the same one. So we have a double top here, and yeah, we broke below this last low, and then yeah, the buying power is gone and it's not here anymore. The momentum, we lose momentum, and now we see something very interesting. We now in a downtrend. We can draw the same line in here. And what happened was we saw Bitcoin touching this line, making lower lows and lower highs. And even if I put it here with this one, yeah, it's harder when we are in a downtrend. But in an uptrend, you see it multiple times that the trend line is your friend. But it doesn't matter in this case. We can see Bitcoin, lower lows, lower highs. Setting a new low here, like this is our new low. We make a new high. We broke below the last low. We're making a new lower high. And again here and here. But this is another trend. We now going back from an uptrend, downtrend. We now coming back to an uptrend. We broke out of this zone, the resistance line. And what we see was Bitcoin in the beginning of 2023. We made a new high because this was our previous high. And every time we go lower, but not this time. We broke out of this level. We broke out, retested it here as a new support. And then we make a new high, and this confirmed the new trend, a reversal. And we saw it again. We retested the previous high. This is also a very common thing. That is, when you're making a high, most of the time, the last high will be a support for the lows. We saw it here. We broke out, retested it again. And from this moment, we didn't retest. We are still going up, up, up. So my expectation, but maybe I'm wrong, is that we retest this 37K level because it makes sense. It makes sense in all the history of Bitcoin to make a correction. It is normal, and that's what you need to keep in mind. Another thing of how you can spot the trend is looking at the RSI. And in case you don't know what the RSI is, it's an indicator that displays when the market is overbought and oversold. And when we look at Bitcoin, we see that the market in this area was heavily oversold. And that's correct. The price increased by a lot, like it was 12x. And in this area, you need to be aware and taking some profits because there can be a reversal. And that's exactly what happened. And the same when we go back to 2017 and 2018, we can see exactly the same. When we bought Bitcoin, when it was in the period of here, at the bottom of the RSI, when it was oversold, we see we bought here. It was the bottom of the previous cycle. When we bought here, we bought exactly the bottom of the previous cycle. Again, here in this area, the bottom of the previous cycle. And this is something interesting that you can keep in mind with an RSI. You can spot the trend. When the RSI is low, you can expect a new reversal. But it's better to look at the market conditions when you spot higher highs and higher lows. That's way easier because the RSI can be not very accurate always, as we can see here. We see it here very high, but it's still pumped way higher, so there is no reversal. And when we looked at the higher highs and higher lows, we see higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, but now it didn't get back to the high, so we're setting a new high here. And that was the moment you need to realize that we are in a reversal for going downwards. Guys, I want to say thank you for watching this video. I have another thing that's very important. I want to show you something. There is a Discord. And you know what influencers does, right? Influencers are in the market, they're everywhere, and they have sometimes information before retail have it, or the traditional investors. And this Discord has influencers in it. Big guys, like guys with 200,000 followers, 100,000 followers. And in this Discord, they post some information about altcoins, some buy alerts that they are playing themselves on. And also you have access, when as a Plus member, to the Patreons of these influencers. This is Tyler Hill. He has 80,000 subscribers on YouTube. Sam, 250,000, 130,000. Connor Kenny, Rodney, also a very good guy and also a nice guy. And you have access to these channels in this Discord channel. But now you're wondering, how do I get access? So it's called HGA Access, and it costs $96 a month, and the HGA Access Agent Plus costs $220 a month. You get for this altcoin buy alerts, also stream access to the Patreons. And when we look at the leaderboard, they have also a leaderboard of winner board of calls. We can see only today, in the last 24 hours, 40% gains in just 24 hours. And another one was 171% gains. And they announced it here, and now it's here. So the influencers are posting a lot in this Discord channel. They are very active. If you're interested, just try it and let me know if you like it or not. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.